Well, it may be a bit soggy, but that certainly hasn't deterred this fan base. A great crowd on hand to battle the raindrops at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. You look at this Colt defense. Yeah, they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Levis back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And Levis with a smart move, sliding down after picking up the first. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The Titans at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
2nd down, Pollard again. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Like 5-4. Odd. Like 5-4.
Levis sets up to throw here. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
And Latu had 13 sacks in 2023, tied for 4th in college football. A natural pass rusher, a diverse plan of attack with some sneaky bull rush ability.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Levis. Here's a screen now for Pollard. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now Levis. Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches. And they'll get to him short of the 1st down at about the 16. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Levis from the gun. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Again, it's Taylor. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
And they'll run. This is Trey Sermon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming.
Let's go.
Richardson. It's incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Richardson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. First and 10, Taylor now. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now it's Richardson. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain there of 21 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Here's Richardson to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they have things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Back to Taylor on first down. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A big play there for Indy. 41 yards. Is a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Off the option, here's Taylor. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal.
Taylor, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
This defense has really floated around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
He's got the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. Looking for another stop, 3rd and goal. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And Gay knocks this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Or maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive
as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Like 24.
Working from the gun. Here's Levis.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Like 54, like 54.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Levis out of the shotgun now. That's dumped off to Pollard.
And he is going to lose yardage here. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Play action. Now Richardson.
A short throw. This is caught by Cox. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Richardson looking to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
His throw incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Richardson looking to throw this. He's intercepted again. It's Richardson's third of the game. It's Roger McCreary with a pick.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Like 54. Yep.
They'll run left with Pollard. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Like 49.
Levis looking to move him around a bit.
Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his second touchdown on the season.
And the Titans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second and a couple.
Richardson out of the shotgun.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On third down, here's Taylor.
Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down.
They'll go for it. Here's Richardson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 46.
Now Richardson back to throw it.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on second and 2, it's now third and 1.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
They run once more with Taylor.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. Fourth down.
Richardson working from the gun. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So the drive stays alive after the fourth down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Richardson off the play fake.
He'll buy some time right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Off play action. Richardson.
That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
A good display of footwork. It gets him just inside the 5 to the 4. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure that.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Colts have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Richardson will throw for it.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Swinging this out for Pollard.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Levis sets up to throw here. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43.
Diamond. Hard.
Levis looking to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Here we go.
Levis to throw it.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up third down on the sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
The Titans on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Back to throw, it's Levis. He's got his target. That's complete.
And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts 18. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Levis. He finds his man, Pollard.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
49, Mike.
And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
Folks' kick is good.
But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. Mike 54.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Tony Pollard, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Titans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Richardson.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
But they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters. So I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Flushed.
Richardson hit it, he fumbles it.
It's picked up by the Titans, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now it looks like he'll throw here. This one caught by Ridley. That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he is going to have a Titans first down, and that should just about do it.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And we talked so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Titans, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.